Today, I'm going to share with you 5 obscure high-ticket niches that quietly pay you $300 to $2,000 per sale. And you can enter into these niches even if you have no followers, no subscribers, and you are just starting a brand new channel. Let me show you how to do it and also show you those 5 obscure niches. Before I show you the 5 niches, here's the general rule of how to make any of these niches work. When I mention a niche later on, I will give you some other specifics that you will need to know. But here is the general rule for you to make it work. Number 1, you need to do extensive research on any of the niches you want to start building a channel or building a website on or starting a social media campaign for. You need to do extensive research. You need to research into the niche, the offers in the niche, but you also need to, and most importantly, research the people who the solutions are meant for. You need to understand how they think, how they talk, their pain points, what matters most to them, what does not matter to them, the way they communicate and convey the problems and challenges they have. The more you understand them and can see, as in create an image of that exact profile that fits the market, the easier it will be for you to tailor your marketing to convert them from prospects to buyers or leads, as the case may be. Once you have done extensive market research, the second thing you need to do is to create high value content, whether you're on social media, whether you're on YouTube, whether you are building a website, whether you are doing a podcast, whatever medium you are going to use to attract traffic and build your audience, you must make sure you always deliver high value content. High value content is content that helps the target audience solve a pressing problem, achieve a transformation, improve their situation, or just answer their search query, what they came searching for. If somebody comes online on YouTube or Google and searches for how to stop an itch on my elbow, high value content will be content that helps such a person stop the itch on the elbow. It is not content that tells him or her the history of itches and all the types of itches. What the person who has an itch wants solved is what? How can I get this itch to stop? Once you have provided that person value, content that shows him or her how to stop that problem and it works for the person, you have provided him or her high value content. So understand what we mean by high value content. High value content is such that satisfies the search intent of the searcher, or that satisfies, because not always, it's not every form of content that people find via search, that satisfies what the title of the content suggests will be answered. So if you say how to make 1 million naira within 24 hours, and somebody reads the article you wrote on that and cannot still tell how to make 1 million naira in 24 hours, you have delivered poor value content. It doesn't matter the statistics, the graphs, the grammar in your article, you have wasted the person's time. So it must align with the search intent, or align with the header, or the subject, or the promise that is made at the beginning of a piece of content. So that's the second thing that you must do for any of the niches that I'm going to talk about. The third thing is you are going to build a highly responsive email list that pre-sells and sells to your audience, depending on whether you are going to be doing affiliate marketing or selling directly to people. And sometimes you will have to do both, because depending on the model or the niche, you have to pre-sell to some categories of people you reach and then sell to another category. For example, you will have to pre-sell to those who have the problem. And if you are reselling leads directly to service providers, you will need to sell to the service providers. So in whichever category, or if you're going to do both, you need to build a highly responsive list. Now, this video is not about how to do this. It's about the obscure niches, but I'm just giving this so that you understand that you must get this dialed down for you to get the results that you deserve in each of the niches. Now that I've got these general rules out of the way, let's get into the 5 niches. And for each niche, I might make some extra recommendations or give extra insights on what you should do for that particular niche. The first niche we're going to talk about falls under local services, and it is dental implant. The payout in this niche is between $300 to $800 per lead, not sale, lead. A lead is a qualified prospect who has filled a form or who has chosen to make a call following the rules that has been set forth. If it's a form, let me use a form as an example. The person has the problem that the service provider is going to solve, and it checks a number of criteria that is required. Of course, that person must be somebody who is able to pay, somebody who has the problem, and somebody who needs the services of the service provider. And that person fills a form on a designated platform. Once that person fills the form and that person is seen to be a qualified prospect, you've got a lead. The person doesn't need to have bought anything. Once that person is a qualified lead, you get between $300 to $800 in this niche. I know you might be shocked, but why does this work? People who go for implants are not people who are looking for their next meal or how to pay their rent. These are people who are now interested in aesthetics, how they look. This teeth is not like this. This thing is not like that. No, these are not your poor people, poor audience. It's an affluent audience. Because before people begin to bother about implants, they are comfortable to a point. So these people are willing and ready to pay to make themselves look good, appear good, to fit the appearance they want. So because they are ready to pay this amount, pay high fees, and because they have the money to pay, and this is urgent for them. It's not something they can delay, they want to delay, something that is urgent for them. And then dentists charge thousands of dollars for these procedures. They charge thousands of dollars. So they don't have a problem giving you $300 or giving you $800 for sending a qualified lead. Let's just say that a certain procedure will cost a client $10,000. Do you think the person who is going to collect $10,000 as service fees will have any difficulty paying you $800 for every person whom you bring to him or her to make him or her $10,000? So that's why it works. So how can you quickly start? Do the things I talked about in the beginning. And here are some other things you can also add to it. Run some keyword research on local areas. Local areas like, let's say, how much do implants cost in Tampa, Florida? If you do that way, you begin to see, you can do research on that, and then you can build a page on your website that targets people who are asking that question from Tampa, Florida. Because if somebody is asking how much do implants cost in Tampa, Florida, he cannot be living in Surulere, Lagos and be asking that question, all things being equal. So you can now create content that ranks on search engines for such keywords. And you can do it for all the related procedures that you are providing leads to the dental community. Everything that has to do with dental implant, you search for all the related keywords and add the local angle. Now, that doesn't mean you will not do the general stuff. You still do the general research, but you target localities. Ideally, you start with about 10 to 15 localities that you're going to focus on start. As you begin to conquer those ones, complete the setup for them, you move to maybe another 10, another 15, until you dominate. Now, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to use Google Maps and Google My Business scraping tools. There are tools that will help you scrape and get you data of dentists in various localities that do implants. Those are your clients. Those are the people you can sell those leads to. You can choose to sell them directly if you are so inclined. But you can also look for an affiliate program that will serve as the middleman. But nothing stops you from doing it directly. Let me give you a trick you can use. Once you start getting traffic, you can just add a dentist office address. Let's say you are now ranking for Tampa, Florida, or even before you start ranking, you look for a good dentist, find out of, let's say, 20 dentists that you found in Tampa, Florida area, you pick one that has very good reviews and then promote them on the page where you are talking about how much do implants cost in Tampa, Florida. If you start ranking and that person starts getting traffic, you already have the person's details. You can now call the person after some time and say, have you noticed that you have been getting leads from this place for a week now? If you want to continue getting these leads, let's discuss. I send you this number every distance. Can we have a conversation? That one breaks every resistance because the person has already tasted and seen that you are getting results. You need to, if you monitor your stuff well, you can do that. And then the next thing, what if the person says no? Of course, you reach out to other people, other dentists in the area, or those who do dental implants within the area, and then just tell them, look at what I'm doing for this person. It's just placeholder because we don't have any contract. Would you like to replace him? Look at the number of leads I can send you every month. You can test it for a week and decide. Most people will tell you, please do it for me. Or you can save yourself all the hassles and join an affiliate program. So you can do your research. Dental implants affiliate program. You will find affiliate programs. But if you're not satisfied with what those affiliate programs offer, the suggestion I made about reaching out to clients directly will always work. If you want to take this to the next level, as you want to make it really a business at a certain level, just create a directory for dental implants, dental implant service providers, local services, all the dental implant specialists, let's say across the United States, and you begin to do your research, taking it a few cities or counties. Because if you do your research very well, you will see the search volumes. You will see, using the right keyword research tools, you will see the search volumes for different areas. Then you can have it for cities, just for starters. And then as you build out all the cities in the United States, you can now begin to go into counties and things like that are less than cities, but also have sizable search volume. Now think about this. You only need, if you are making $300, which is the lower end, if you're making $300 per lead, you only need 35 leads a month to make 10,500. But if you are getting like up to 800 per lead, you only need just about 13 leads to make over $10,000. In fact, if you decide to go the directory route and invest into it, this can easily scale to over $100,000 over the years. So this is one powerful obscure niche. Medical billing software is the next niche. The payout in this niche is between $400 to $1,000 per sale. So why does it work? It works because it is a recurring revenue SaaS model that has high churn costs. For example, if a software service provider loses a client, the loss of a client is high. Let's say they are paying $500 per month, and they lose that client that pays $500 per month. Over the course of 1 year, that has cost them $6,000. If they are paying $1,000 per month, over the course of 1 year, that has cost them $12,000. So there is a high cost to losing customers. And if there is high cost to losing a customer, that means there is high benefits to getting a new customer. So software as a service companies are willing to pay you premium to help them get new people. Because if they have lost, because in some of these industries, people might come and introduce somebody to a software that is better suited to them and they leave. If there are some people who have left and you don't replace them, it will affect your company's overhead. But if you have people who can replace those customers who have left and bring you new ones, let's say the software you're talking about costs the service provider $500 per month, and then somebody can get you 20 such customers, and they pay you $500 per month. That has added $10,000 per month to the business's bottom line. Now, over the course of 1 year, that has added $120,000 to the bottom line. Now, think about it. For a real business, do you think they will blink twice to pay somebody $10,000 in order to position themselves to make an additional $120,000? So this is why this niche works. So how do you start? You can sign up for affiliate programs that cover this kind of medical billing software. Examples of these affiliate programs are Advanced MD, Cario, Dr. Chrono. In addition to the steps I told you have to take initially, another thing you can do to make your content very powerful is to interview practitioners who use this software if you can get them. People who are already using this medical billing software, you can interview them and they begin to talk about how this has saved them time, how this has made them more efficient, how it has saved them money. If you put that and post it less on your YouTube or share it to your followers, those who are also in need of such medical billing software will what? Be attracted by the testimonial and will be more likely to take your most wanted action, which is what? Join and buy. Another thing you can do is to also do a kind of demo, a detailed demo of the software. You just open your laptop and show how the software works. You can do a tutorial on how to achieve XYZ with this, how this will save your medical billing practice this. When the person sees the flow, those are content ideas that you can implement. Another thing you can do is, medical billing software. A lot of things are under the medical industry. Now, but think about the sub-segments. You can look at dermatologists. You can look at dentists. You can look at, chiropractors or chiropractors. I don't know how it is pronounced. But you can look at various practices, physiotherapies. Anybody under the medical field that you think will require this medical billing software for their practice. They are your potential clients. So you will now create content. You can also create content that targets each of them. You pick a keyword and then look for a focus. Let's say dermatologists, medical, how dermatologists can save hours and money with XYZ medical billing software. But you do your keyword research. Your keyword research with, let's say, this medical billing software. Let's say the name of the medical billing software is Medic B. You say Medic B plus dermatologist in your search. As you do your research, it will pull up keywords that show you the kind of things dermatologists who are looking for medical billing software are searching for. You can also search from the pain point, how to make your dermatology practice more efficient, things like that. The point is, follow my initial advice, do extensive research, look at the pain points they have, and marry it with the billing software. You will be able to make a lot of money. How much do you need? How many leads? How many sales do you need every month to hit 10,000? Just a minimum of 25. If you are getting the lower end commission of $400, but if you are getting up to $1,000, you need 10. So work and set up to just get 25, or just say, let me get a sale every day, and you're well over $10,000 a month. Number 3 niche is truck dispatching SaaS or services. Truck dispatching SaaS or services. SaaS is SaaS, software as a service. So it is either truck dispatching services or truck dispatching software as a service. Now, how much does this niche pay? This niche pays between $350 and $1,000 per client. So for you to hit $10,000 per month, you need 30 clients. That will give you $10,500 at the lower end. So if you just aim 1 client per day, you've made $10,000. So why does it work? Why does this niche work? Logistic companies rely heavily on reliable dispatch solutions. If you have done anything with logistics, if there is a mix-up, if there is a bottleneck, it can cause crisis. Let me give you an understanding of the kind of things you talk about logistics. Let's say you are into haulage, or you want a company to move your goods for you from point A to point B, and those goods will be used on Sunday. If there is any bottleneck in the dispatch or any logistical problem, and that those goods come in on Monday, a day after, there is going to be trouble. So people in this industry require reliable solutions. And the funny thing is that most of the competition online are fragmented. So if they see a reliable solution, they are ready to pay premium for it. So the companies or the service providers that provide this reliable solution are going to make a lot of money from them. And because they're going to make a lot of money from them, they are happy to give you $350 up to $1,000 if you get them, these people, because the money they are making is quite big. So how do you start? Look for affiliate programs within the niche. So what do you do to find affiliate programs? You can type truck dispatching SaaS plus affiliate program. You can also type in truck dispatching services plus affiliate program. That way you find affiliate programs that handle this kind of thing. So they'll pay you this commission. So you don't need to deal with the the software service companies or the dispatch providers. You just create your content and try to build awesome content for people who are in the truck dispatching service industry. And then you link them to products, SaaS products, or other forms of services that help them deliver their logistics, handle their logistics better, and help them perform their tasks more efficiently. Once you do this, you'll be making the money. Now look at what you need to understand. The better you understand your target audience, the better your content will be and the more money you make. Don't forget my initial general rules. They apply heavily here. You can, for example, target people who are about to enter the truck dispatching service. You can say, how do you start a truck dispatching service? Or how do you improve? Just do your research. From what you see in the keyword research and your research in forums, Facebook groups for this kind of people, you will know what the pain points are and you know how to create valuable content for them. I will keep harping. The first three rules I mentioned are critical to your success. Another thing you can do in this space is also sell leads to the truck dispatching services themselves because they render services to people. So find out the people who need their service. That's another dimension to this niche. Find out people who need their service. So you can sell to them leads of people who require their services. And at the same time, sell them solutions that will help them perform their own tasks more efficiently. So you see, you can make money from both sides. And you should. Just make sure you do your research very well. And all you need to do is just what? Start. Get 30 people every month to buy. And you're making your money. Or send them quality leads. And you make a lead and not sale. It's entirely up to you. Niche number 4 is cybersecurity for small businesses. This niche pays between $400 and $1,500 per sale. That's the commission you get. So why does it work? Compliance laws like HIPAA, GDPR in many advanced countries force even small businesses to invest in their cybersecurity. For those of us in Nigeria, do not think that these countries abroad are like Nigeria, where you compromise people's details and not be in trouble. So companies, they don't even mess with that because the fines can be heavy. So the cost is there. And you even think about it in a society where most of their data and critical details, people can steal people's identity. Everything about their life seems to be, people can steal your identity online. It's difficult for somebody to steal your identity in Nigeria. But abroad, people can literally become you if your data is compromised. So companies don't joke with it. Apart from the compliance law, what will it do to their customer trust? If people say that this website is not secure, this company's website is not secure, and the word goes that people leave bad reviews, those companies will be in trouble. And because of that, companies invest heavily in cybersecurity, even small businesses. And because they invest heavily, the people who provide the cybersecurity services make a lot of money from them. And so they are happy to pay you good money for bringing them new customers. You see the logic? It's simple. So how do you start? Find service providers in the space, search for affiliate programs for service providers in the space, and partner with them. That's simple. Get them clients and get your commission. Nothing complicated. If you are a cybersecurity person and you know you have the credentials and you have the capacity, wow, you can even take it to the next level. You can set things up to deliver the services directly. Or you can also have a partnership. If you know you are knowledgeable in the industry and you can really create content that will attract people in this space, you can reach out. Don't reach out before. You can reach out after you have set up, let's say, an authority site that really sells high quality leads or gets high quality leads in the space. In fact, I can tell you for free that if you build an authority site that ranks for good cybersecurity keywords, you see people reaching out to you. When I was in insurance and I was ranking for a powerful keyword, people will reach out to you. And if you just reach out to any of them, they see your domain name in your email at the end. So thanks. I've been looking for you since. That's what one of them told me there. I've been looking for you since. So I don't want you to look at these things as distant possibilities. In fact, your major focus should be create the content, create high value content, build a website or build a YouTube channel that actually attracts people who need these services, and the rest of them is easy. In fact, before sometimes you even start reaching out, people are already reaching out to you. Companies are reaching out to you, say, can you partner with us? Yes, I get partnership requests for my small YouTube channel, not this one. I get partnership. Can you promote this for us? So I just want you to know that if you do your work well, the 3 steps I talked about initially, you will make money within this niche, and good money, either via affiliate programs or people reaching out to you for direct collaboration. I mean, businesses in the space. Last but not the least of our 5 obscure niches today is virtual CFO services. The payout in this niche is between $500 and $2,000 per client you refer to them. So the minimum, you get like $500. So for you to hit $10,000 per month, you only need 20 clients. You need to refer 20 clients to them. So why does this niche work? Why did we include it as a niche that you can reach and make good money in? Many growing small businesses are at a point where they can't afford a full-time CFO. That's a chief financial officer. But they really need the strategic help that a CFO provides in a company. So what do? We can't pay a full-time CFO. So a virtual service, they get all the benefits of a CFO while paying just a fraction. So if you know the amounts that CFOs command, you now see that companies getting somebody who will just do the work for them. They are happy to keep them on retainership and pay them a given amount every month. Let's say that they sign a retainership of, let's say, of just 1 year. And instead of paying 6-figure salaries to CFOs, to an in-house CFO, they decide to just sign a retainership that costs them $3,000 per month. Multiply that by 1 year, that's $36,000. Now tell me why they will have any difficulty. The company that sells the virtual CFO service, explain to me why they will not happily give you $500 for bringing them a client that earns them $36,000 a year. Why wouldn't they even pay you $2,000? Because after paying $2,000, they know they are still going to make a change of $34,000. So how do you start, since it's a good niche? Follow all the rules, the initial rules I laid out. And then when you have started getting good traffic, you have started building traffic momentum. You can sell your services as a drop service. Initially, you can look for affiliate programs for virtual CFO services. But once you start getting some good traffic, in this niche, you don't need plenty. If you start getting up to 3,000 visitors per month, it's good traffic. You can choose, even less, you can choose to start your own CFO service, as in you drop service it. If you have watched one of my videos in the past, I talk about drop servicing. You might have heard of drop shipping. Drop shipping is where you have a website or a store where people come place an order, pay, and then you use the money they paid you with to buy the product on another site on a match from a merchant, a supplier or a warehouse. The price you put on your store, let's say the product at the warehouse, it sells for, let's say, $50, and the price on your site is $100. When people come and buy the product for $100, you take part of the $100 they paid you, buy it fast on the warehouse. The warehouse ships to them in your name, your label, everything as if it's from you. They get it and think they got it directly from you, not knowing that you never touched the product, you never saw it. Now that is for products. Now that concept, you can use it for services, and then we just added that drop service and say you don't use your money, you get a client who pays you, but you have found service providers who can deliver this service excellently. All you need to do is what? Collect the money from your client, sign your contract with your client, and interface. The client doesn't know you're not the one providing the service because you are knowledgeable enough to have a conversation, but you have an expert or a group of experts who handle the work for you and you pay them. So you can arrange with exceptional CFOs whom you bring work for. And they can be doing it from the comfort of their homes. And you ask them, how many people can you handle in a month? You know they are very good. They say, I can handle 20 clients, but my rate is going to be, if you want to keep me on retainership, you're going to pay me 1.5 per month. They say, okay. Then you go package your stuff, do the marketing, do everything. Go to the clients you have got and say, we render virtual CFO services. And our retainership is a minimum package of 1 year contract at $3,000 per month. If you have set up your marketing correctly, they sign the contract, you collect your 3,000, give the service provider 1.5, and it's your company name on it. The reports are sent to you on your branding and everything, and you deliver it to the customer. Whatever, you are just a middleman, and the customer doesn't know. Your service provider can know, or he might not know. The point is, that's what drop servicing is all about. So in a niche like this, once you know you can get up to, let's say, 5 to 10 clients every month, you are good enough. You can start drop servicing. Even if you are sure you will get 3 every month, because of the amount involved, you can just set it up and see it grow from there. So those are the 5 niches. Obscure, you can see most people, you can search on YouTube and you will likely not find people talking about niches like this. But they are heavy niches that pay a lot of money. And like in many of them, you don't need up even 3,000 real visitors to hit $10,000 per month. So, but what are the details of these things I've talked about? So can you go down and set up and start doing these things? Do you know how to do the research? Do you know the places to go? Do you know how to set up a directory website? Do you know how to do it on YouTube? Do you know how to arrange your content so that it attracts the right people only and repels the wrong people? Do you know where to find your leads? If you know, do you know how to curate them correctly? Do you know how to deal with the companies? Do you know all the nuances, all the steps that make it work? We know, and we have members where I can reach out to other people. We have a mentorship program where we teach you how to make these things work. In fact, if you join a mentorship program, you'll be shocked to see even niches that pay higher. And we don't pick a niche and then tell you you can go into it. We do better than that. We take you through a process that finds what you are best suited for. Your life aspirations, your goals, your core values, your verified, market verified skills that people have paid for in the past, a lot of other details. We use that to build a kind of persona of you and then help you find about 15 niches that you can do well in. All of them high ticket niches. And then from those 15, you pick two, and we'll discuss with you and help you pick the very best one for you. Making your chances of hitting $10,000 per month, like saying shoot or kill a fish that is inside a bucket. Say kill that fish. Give you a sword. Say kill a fish inside the bucket. That is that easy. So if you're interested in being part of our mentorship program, where we'll take you by the hand and take you not just through the niche finding stage, but through all the process, from where you are, even if you're at zero, take you from that point to a point where you're making $10,000 per month. If you're interested in being part of our mentorship, click the link in the pinned comment and description below. It is titled $10K in 24. Click that link. It will take you to a sign-up page. When you get to that sign-up page, you'll be asked to provide your name, phone number, and email address. Provide those and submit. When you submit, you'll get an email within 5 minutes. It will happen automatically. Open that email. It's asking you to confirm your email. Please open that email and click the confirmation link. If you don't click that confirmation link, you will not be confirmed, and our conversation with you will stop at that point. But go ahead and click the link to confirm. Once you confirm, you'll get another email within 5 minutes that will give you a link, give you two links. One link to our application form, The second link to our overview document. The second link is at the bottom after my salutation. I say to our success after the ending of my email, the PS section. Click that link. It will send you to the overview document. This gives you a snapshot of what you will get in our mentorship program. The link before that one in the main body of the email will direct you to the application form. Go to the application form and answer the questions. Fill it out. When you fill out that form, it will help us determine if you are the right profile for our for our mentorship program. Because as wonderful as our program is, it will not work for everybody. There are people who don't have the aptitude, who don't have the inclination, who don't have the discipline, who are not just the right type. In fact, let me tell you up front, if you're not the Bukuru type, this thing will not likely work for you. But we have an option for those who are not Bukuru, who are not able to go through our mentorship program. So fill out the application form. Our system will determine if you're the right fit. Once it determines you're the right fit, you will get another email automatically, which will give you a link to a place where you book a call. Book that call. It will give you different options, convenient options. So book the call. Once you book the call at the time that is convenient for you, you will get another email giving you my phone number. The reason for giving you that phone number is for you to save my number, so that when I call you at that time you picked, you will know it's me and not think it's a random stranger. Then when I call you, you can ask all the questions you have about our mentorship program. I might ask you a few questions. And when we're through, we will now give you our payment details. How much for the mentorship program, the payment options, and where you can pay. When you pay, you can then join our mentorship program and start your journey to $10,000 per month. If you're in Nigeria, $10,000 per month as of today is over 16 million naira. Pause and think about the transformation that can happen, that will happen in your family if you are making 16 million naira every month. And it can become your reality within just 2 years. 2 years is not long. Think about it. So what about those who Maybe you don't have the time to go through a mentorship program, or you don't have, you know you're not a book group person, or for whatever other reason, but you are interested in making this kind of life-changing money. Well, if you are willing to pay for people to build it out for you, you are good to go. You don't need to be a construction expert to build a house. You pay people to do it for you. So also, you don't need to be an internet expert or know any of the moving parts for you to build passive income digital assets. So we have a done for you package. Click the second link in the pinned comment and description below. The title is DFY-Passive Income Digital Assets, PIDA. Click that link. It will take you through a similar process as the mentorship. We also have an overview document for this that you will get once you confirm. Please read through that overview document because it gives you details of what we are doing in the done for you. You understand what's in it for us, why we are doing it, how we set everything up, the payment options, the payment details, the payment plans, the various packages. We want you to enter into this thing with full details so that you make an informed decision. We encourage you to give it to your lawyer or your CPA, that is your accountant. Please give it to these people or anybody who you normally give documents to when you want to make serious investment, because this is serious. It will take us about 24 months to build it out. So you will not start getting the money overnight. You have a wait period of 24 months, and then we'll start paying you the amount you picked from the 25th month. You can pick $200 per month as your target. You can pick $20,000 per month. You can arrange for more, but it's up to you, depending on how deep your pockets are and how much you have to invest. So the ball is entirely in your court. You can join our mentorship or you can join the done for you. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you and have a great life.